I told you, I totally relied on Agri material only due to shortage of time. And my fundamentals for all the subjects were not that clear. So going through the live classes, many of the things got clear. I was like regularly attending the live classes which were taken by Hari Prasad sir. So that were really very helpful. Molecular genetics was difficult, but sir had made it very easy. Like sir had taught in so much depth that the minute things that were being asked in the exam that felt like nothing. So that
Okay.
was good thing.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Agri Addict. So today with us we have one of the topper from ICAR PG Plant Sciences Exam 2024, that is Anusha, who has secured an All India rank of 21 in this exam. Today she is with us to share her preparation strategies and experiences she had in this journey with us. So before starting, Anusha, please introduce yourself.
Hello ma'am, my name is Anusha Srivastava and thank you for having me on your platform. I scored All India rank 21 with the marks of 355 and recently I am allotted to Genetics and Plant Breeding Department of Banaras Hindu University.
Yeah, congratulations Anusha for securing a
Thank
top
you.
rank and also getting a seat in one of the best university.
Thank you.
Okay, so before starting, I have one general question. So despite knowing that plant science is a difficult subject, why did you choose? What made you to choose this subject?
Ma'am, actually, I was a NEET aspirant. So, because of my residual knowledge, which I had from 12th, I thought that it would be an easy subject for me to cover the syllabus. And meanwhile, I started in the final year only. So, I opted for this because I had some residual knowledge.
Okay, so because of your interest in medicine, you have chosen this since it is a relevant
Yes.
subject. Okay, that's great. So when did you decide that you want to do PG? Like when did you decide you want to go for higher studies?
Ma'am, earlier I was very confused, but in final year of my UG, I decided to do like I decided to go for MSc. So I saw some videos of like in the way of finding which coaching or which material should I refer to. I was going through YouTube, so I got to know about Agri platform. So from there, I joined the master course. So like it was from September, but properly I started from December.
Okay, you have
Like
started from
last
December.
year. Yes, ma'am.
Hardly you have prepared for 7 months.
Yes, ma'am. 6 to 7 months.
Yeah, that's great. So coming to the subjects, we'll have a detailed view about individual subjects starting from genetics. So how you have covered it and
Yes.
what are the resources you have used? What was the difficult things with each subject you have dealt? That we will discuss in detail in the upcoming slides. Okay, first tell us about the genetics, how you have covered and what are the sources you have used.
Ma'am, for genetics, I started with fundamentals of genetics by B.D. Singh, but I found that it was really very complicated. So till the end, when I told that I started from December, so there I only went through Agri notes, and I was like regularly attending the live classes which were taken by Hari Prasad sir. So that were really very helpful. And at the end, I was only stick to the notes, class notes that were provided. So I haven't attended any other thing, like no books after that.
Okay, first you have started, once you got switched to agri classes, you never touched it.
Yes, ma'am. Because
Okay,
I thought that there is not much time left to go through the books. Like six to
yeah,
7 months are not, I guess it's not that enough. So I thought
yeah.
that I should be crisp in my preparation.
Okay, after attending the exam, how you felt? So going for agri materials was sufficient to crack the exam.
Yes, ma'am. It was like more than sufficient because I went through the notes only. For books, I hardly referred books for very few topics. I had
Um,
only gone through notes only.
that's great to hear. And what about the objectives?
Ma'am, objectives, I had one Telegram channel of Agri Addict only. There I
Yeah.
used to, and for that, like in the master course, you have been providing us after every chapters, we were provided with some tests. So I used to do that after completing a chapter. I used to do that and then switch to the next chapter. So that
Okay.
was really helpful.
Yeah, continue. On the same day of the classes, you used to attend the mock tests.
No, not like on the same day. I used to first cover all the live classes. When the chapter was over, I used to go for a revision of the entire chapter and then I used to take the test.
Okay, that's great to hear. And what about this genetics made easy? When did you refer this?
I haven't referred. I had just suggested that most
Okay.
of the people they used to suggest that these
Yeah,
books.
many people will
So
go for this book
yes, ma'am. So
as a
that's why
revision.
I just yes as a prescription.
Okay, that's great. So, have you felt any topic that was very difficult in this genetics to deal with?
Molecular genetics was difficult, but
Okay,
sir had made it very easy. Like sir had taught in so much depth that the minute things that were being asked in the exam that
hmm.
felt like nothing. So that
Okay.
was good thing.
So,
Yes,
since he has already fed you people with all those things, you guys felt it
yes,
as
ma'am.
nothing. Okay,
Yes,
that
like I haven't gone through BD Singh even for molecular genetics.
okay. You have only referred agri notes.
Only yes, ma'am. Only notes.
It's great to hear. Okay, let's move forward. So, in plant breeding, how did you cover? Which books you have
Ma'am,
referred?
in plant breeding, I had only gone for Kundan Singh, and
Hmm.
then Ma'am Kavya Ma'am has provided the notes. I had
Yeah.
gone through them.
Hmm.
That much only.
What about the
Mostly
live
I have
classes?
covered from Kundan Singh. And live classes, I was daily I was attending the live classes, so that was
Okay.
also helpful. And breeding is a sort of tough for me, so I found that in the book it was easy, so I read the books.
Okay.
So that was good. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's great. So, what about the mock test? Were they relevant?
Yes, ma'am. Mock tests were relevant.
And okay, you have suggested to go for objective plant breeding for your juniors. So, you have not
Yes,
followed.
ma'am.
Okay.
I have not followed.
Yeah. So, you have completely
Ma'am,
relied on agri mock test.
yes, ma'am. Because I didn't had much time. So for that the time, I thought that I should go only for one source, and that too, I should stick to that source. If I would go for so many sources, I would be confused.
Yeah, that
So
will
that
complicate the things. You
yes,
have made a
ma'am.
good decision. Yeah. That landed
Yes,
you 20, ranked number 21.
yes, ma'am.
Next, plant pathology. How did you cover this?
Ma'am, for pathology, it was like I had gone for Angro notes and
Hmm.
the class notes.
Oh,
That only, not more than that, and mock test.
yeah, that is quite simple. So,
Yes,
have you
ma'am.
felt
And my
pathology as a
tendency
difficult
was
one?
no, ma'am, because my UG classes, the teacher, professor who had taught us in my UG, she taught us
Hmm.
very well. So basically, fundamentals were quite clear. So that was not
Okay.
very tough. Yes, ma'am.
So, for many, this is the thing. So, if they have a residual knowledge from their UG classes, it will feel
Yes,
much
ma'am.
easier. That's
That will
great.
be easier.
Yeah. Next, about the seed science and technology, what you have referred.
Only notes. Hari Prasad sir's notes were more than sufficient.
Okay. So, you have listened to all the live classes also.
Yes, ma'am. All the live classes, like sir had told that on YouTube some recorded lectures were already there. So go through them first before I'll be
Hmm.
starting the live classes. So I went once from the YouTube classes and then again I attended the live classes. So that was more
Okay.
than enough for seat science.
That's good. Like, how many hours you used to study in a day? What is the average hours?
7 to 8 hours.
7 to 8 hours.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
were you a morning person or a night person? Like, you used to study in the night or morning?
Not very much late in the night, but till 1 I used to study.
Okay, till one
And 1
o'clock.
to 2 early in the morning. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's good. Next, how did you make yourself time during your Rave period and all? Because usually fourth year is a bit busy. How did you make time for yourself?
Well, actually, our RAVE program, that All India tour and all, that was done after just after the third year and starting of the fourth year. So that was done, and the industrial attachments and all, like I had managed, but that was just before December. So
Okay,
my original preparation started from December only. So at that time, we were only having our ELPs, so
okay.
not much distractions.
Next, we have microbiology. How did you cover this microbiology?
Ma'am, for microbiology, I had gone through Agri notes only
Okay, you
and
have
nothing
referred
much.
Agro notes.
Yes, ma'am.
And also you have mentioned about UG class notes and Agri Edit class and notes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have biochemistry. So tell us about this.
Um, Yes, ma'am. Those were all the topics you could study from anywhere, like NCRTs and all,
Hmm.
NCRT, and some YouTube videos are especially dedicated to like lipids, proteins. So I went through that, and Kavya ma'am has also taught us in the live classes. So I went through the live classes also.
Okay. So next plant physiology. How did you cover this?
Ma'am, physiology from YouTube only.
YouTube only. And you have
Yes,
referred to these topics which you have mentioned here.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Those are the important topics if anyone wants to prepare, so they should cover them first.
Okay. So next for general agriculture.
General agriculture, I referred Neemraj Sunda, only that book. And
Okay.
one more book is there, but like for current affairs, if anyone wants to know that. So I
Hmm.
only had a glance of it, not much.
Okay. So you have completely read this Nimra Sunda.
Neemraj Sunda, yes, ma'am.
You have not referred this Arun Katyayan?
No, ma'am. I haven't received.
Okay. And you have completely covered it or left any part in this general agriculture?
No, ma'am. I had completely covered entire Neemraj Sunda. Because
Okay.
before JRF we had our CUET exams also. So for that
Hmm.
also I was preparing. So in that general agriculture is only ours. So I had prepared it.
Okay. And you used to study in your room or go to library every time?
Some libraries.
How was your group discussions with friends? Was it healthy?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, it was healthy.
Like
We used
you
to
guys
discuss
used to
with friends
discuss?
also.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. We used to discuss with friends also, and most of the time, but I preferred studying alone only.
Okay. Let us discuss something about your exam day. How is the feel on your exam day? How much you are confident?
Ma'am, I from that journey of preparation, at the end, I thought that don't take any kind of tension. Just feel relaxed and confident. I was quite relaxed. Though my preparation, I thought that it was not that good, but then
Hmm.
I thought let it be whatever I have prepared. Be with confidence and give your best. That's it. That is what I have done on the exam day.
Okay. Since you were attending the mock test regularly, did it make any
Yes.
difference, like sitting in the exam hall and attending in your home or whatever? Does it felt like it was different that time in exam hall? Have you felt that difference?
Ma'am, like attending mock test for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, that was like very useful because I used to attend it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon time. So that was like in my routine, it was in my schedule that I have to do one mock test in a day. So that was very
Okay.
useful. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. My mind got concentrated that for these 2 to 3 hours, you have to be very focused. That
Okay.
was quite useful.
What about the time management? How did you manage the time in exam hall?
Ma'am, I first in the like I divided my entire exam timing into two timings. The first
Mhm.
round, I only visited the questions which I was very confident, and I marked them like in the first go. If I knew the
In the
answer, I
first
marked them.
go, do you remember how many questions you attempted in the first go?
Ma'am, mostly I had attempted. Like most of the questions which were left were like from general agriculture, which were quite factual. and some of the conceptual questions from breeding I remember. So those questions I had left for thinking that I'll think later and I'll do it.
Okay.
That's it.
How
Yes,
much time you took for one time? 1 to 120 questions?
ma'am,
How much time?
around 1 hour.
Okay. In 1 hour, you have finished it for one time.
Yes, ma'am.
For the another hour, you have again visited the questions which you are having
Yes,
doubts
ma'am.
or whatever.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with it.
Okay. So after the completion of exam, how you felt? Whether the paper was easy, moderate, and you could able to score a good marks, how you felt?
Ma'am, I never expected that I would be able to score like this good marks, but I was satisfied that yes, paper was good. I felt like I had done my best. Whatever was my preparation, I had done it. Whatever be the results, I didn't know that I would do like good.
Okay. How was the consistency?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
ever break from this schedule or you
No,
were
ma'am.
consistent for the whole 7 months?
Ma'am, I was consistent for the entire 7 months. Like sometimes when I was not well and all, for that time only it was breaking. Otherwise, I was consistent.
Okay. When did you finish one set of reading, like one's complete syllabus? When did you finish?
Ma'am, in February, I had done entire one time of reading, and then I was doing my revision
Okay.
because I was
And
studying from earlier from September only. So I was able to do it in 3 months.
okay. So how is your revision strategy? Tell us something about that. When did you start revising and how many times you did it?
For revision, I only went through the notes like which I had previously made from myself, or like earlier, Agri provided the printable forms of notes. So I used to print that and I used to write my like whatever I found that it was important. I used to write it on that. So the next time when I used to go through it for the revision, so it took less time. So I guess I had revised 3 times or 4 times. I had revised.
Okay, 3 to 4 times you have revised. How about your doubts?
Um,
What are the ways you have used to clear your
Then
doubts?
for doubts on the Agri app, I used to post very frequently all the doubts because I had not many doubts. So,
Okay.
and after that, sir personally also he cleared many doubts like which I was not able to understand. In between, once I thought of leaving this plant sciences preparation also because I thought that I won't be able to do it. And the
Okay.
time is less and there is lot of things to cover. So
Hmm.
I thought of quitting this PG
Okay.
preparations. So, but then anyhow, I believed myself and I started preparation. So many
That's
a
a
times
wonderful
it
thing.
comes in our mind that we should quit or something, but we should not.
Yeah. Within a short period of time, you have secured a very good rank with a smart
Yes, ma'am.
preparation. Yeah, that's good. So next, let us move forward. And you have mentioned some other important books. Tell us about this. What you have read from this?
The other books if I haven't read, honestly speaking, I haven't read, but I can suggest because I was also suggested these books. So if anyone is having time, so they can go through them.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And this current affairs and all you used to discuss among your groups, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
General agriculture and current affairs among groups only.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yes, ma'am.
interesting. So let us summarize your preparation strategy. So you can answer that. Flow of your subjects, how did you cover?
First genetics and
Okay.
breeding also simultaneously, and then I covered pathology and seed tech. I covered in between genetics and breeding because some topics were like similar kind of in breeding and in seed tech. So I covered
Okay.
that, and at the end I went for microbiology and biochemistry and general agriculture in the
Last
last few months.
few months. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Like I was reading it from earlier. But in the last few months, I like frequently I was going through it.
Okay. Can I know how much time you have taken for each of these subjects? Genetics, how many months you have invested?
I'm 3 months.
3 months, including all these three: plant breeding, seed tech, and
Yes, ma'am.
genetics.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I used like I haven't gone through a single subject in entire 3 months. I used to give some time to each of the subjects.
Okay, okay. In a day, you used to allocate different times for different subjects.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For pathology, how much time you have taken?
Ma'am, I took more time, like 4 months, because there was a lot of learning parts.
How much? Like 1 month or?
Like for two revisions, like first time I read it for 1.5 months, and then second time, which like for memorizing it, I took around 1 to 2 months.
Okay, it has taken a lot of time for you.
Lot of time, yes, ma'am.
And for this minor subjects, biochemistry and microbiology, how much time you have taken?
That I had covered in a month.
Okay, 1 month. And duration of your preparation, as you have said, it is around 7 months.
Yes, ma'am.
And average study hours, how much
seven
in
to
a
eight
day?
hours.
7 to 8
Yes,
hours.
ma'am.
Okay, mock tests. You have
Ma'am, I had
attended
attended
all
all
the
the mock.
all the mock tests of Agri.
Yes, ma'am.
And which was the difficult topic or the subject in this among all this, and how did you deal with it?
Ma'am, breeding was quite difficult for me. That
Okay.
subject I couldn't understand so well. So for that, I used to refer to my UG notes also, and
Okay.
then ma'am classes also, Kavya ma'am's classes, and
Hmm.
and the books also. BD Singh also I read once.
You have read once.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's
It
great.
mostly the book Kundan Singh was quite very helpful for me. Because in that book, many of the things are written in a simple language, so I could
Yeah,
understand, I could grasp it quite easily. That's
that's fine. So next, I have two more questions for you. So let me ask, what is the role of Agri in your overall preparation and securing this All India rank of 21?
Ma'am, it had a great role because, as I told you, I totally relied on Agri material only due to
Mhm.
shortage of time, and my fundamentals for all the subjects were not that clear. So, going through the live classes, many of the things got clear. Especially Hari Prasad sir has also supported a lot for like morally also and in studies also. So it
Oh,
was very helpful. Mock tests were also very good. The entire thing was very good.
yeah, I'm very happy to hear this. He will
Thank
be
you.
very happy after seeing this video. He will be very happy. And any suggestion that you would like to give to your juniors who will be watching this video?
I would like to say that you should decide from earlier only in which subject you want to do your PG, in which subject you want to start your preparation. Because if it gets late, so it would be very cumbersome for you. And if you are starting late, so be wise in choosing your source of from where you are taking your resources, and be faithful in whatever resources you are choosing for your study, because if you have faith and confidence, you could do very good,
Yeah, that
and
is
be consistent also.
that is what you have done. You have
Yes,
chased,
ma'am.
you have chosen a very good material and relied on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay, thank you for this informative session. Before ending this, I have a bit of information. Students, we have two different batches for this ICAR PG Plant Sciences exam. That is Shrestha and Samartha. Shrestha is for 2025 batch and Samartha is for 2026, and it is a foundation batch. And if you want to crack this exam, so you can join us in this any of these two batches and be the next topper. Okay. Thank you for this informative session, Anusha. And I believe
Thank
that
you, ma'am.
this video will be very much helpful for all your juniors who will be aiming to get a very good rank. So, and I wish you all the best for your future studies. Thank you for being with
Thank you
us.
so much.